The Writhing Wall event may not be the most popular event ever inside of the Elder Scrolls Online, but I do think the idea was good, and I do think that it shows the team is trying new things and not just sticking with the normal idea that they've done for the last 10 or 11 years. Recently, Mike Finnegan said he wanted to point out that the Writhing Wall event is kind of a first inkling of what's to come. He said this should give players hope that we are willing to try brand new things and take big swings that push the boundaries of the game. But there is a risk that comes with that. He said he does understand and he has seen a lot of the community's feedback and how a lot of people are not really happy with the grind of the event, the rewards of the event, and just kind of the excitement about it overall, considering they really built this up to be a big part of the content pass and it really has not delivered. But I do think it is a good sign for what's to come later on. He also said, do not expect this to be what you see every year. Don't expect the content to be delivered just like this year after year. So hopefully they're going to get out of the idea of doing the same thing for a couple years, then changing it up, doing the same thing, changing it up. Maybe they're going to go with a new idea year after year. I really thought that this was probably something they wanted to do permanently, or at least for 4 or 5 years out, where they have this big kind of community-wide event inside of the game every year. I do think it's a really unique, fun idea if it was handled correctly, because it does allow all the community to kind of be in one place at one time, depending on what, of course, what platform you're on. But it's just your platform and your server is participating in an event and everybody's doing all of this at the same time. If it would have had more action in it, I think a lot of people would have been a lot happier. It just did not deliver for what a lot of people's expectations were. But I do think that it has the ability to kind of show what ZOS can do when it comes to new ideas. And I think that's going to be what really helps the game years from now. If they keep the game out like they're talking and they're wanting it to be this 30-year MMO, they're going to have to think outside the box. You cannot do the same thing year after year. And I know that's going to be a difficult task, but 10 years from now, we may look back at the Writhing Wall event and say, well, that was kind of a turning point for ESO. It was not the best event, but a lot of the events we've had since have been really, really good. And if ZOS can take what they have learned from the community from this event and implement it into a different style event or a different style of content in the future, I think a lot of people will be happy with that. Sadly, right now, ESO is in kind of a odd state. It's one of those things where a lot of people are stepping away for a little bit, and that's all right. I think you have to sometimes. People get upset with maybe the way the game is going with DLC, maybe the way the game's gone with the content pass or some of the recent updates. But the great thing about ESO is you can always come back to the game 3 months, 6 months, maybe even a year down the road, and it's a completely different game. They have done that a lot over the years, where you play for a while, you get a little bit frustrated with how the game's going, you might not be having as much fun. You step away, then you come back and you realize they have really changed a lot and the game is enjoyable again. And I think that is what the team really needs to take from this. Even though the player base may not be happy right now with everything that's going on inside of the Elder Scrolls Online, they can improve it and make it to where the players come back and really have a good time again. Leave me a comment with your thoughts. Let me know what you think about the event and how you would like to see it changed for the future, or what other type of events would you like to see added to ESO in future content. Of course, if you like the video, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.